Hey guys, so we have these beautiful wooden bar stools that are nice looking, but they're not so comfortable. So I'm going to cover them, give them some cushion, and make them nice and comfortable by upholstering at home. So let me show you how. Let's quickly take a look at what we have for supplies. Here is a 1/2 inch sheet of foam that I ordered and used for my dining chair projects. I will link it down below if you want to check it out. This is a thrifted sheath of leather. And this is the chair. I'm using a screwdriver to take off all the screws in the back to release the piece of wood for the seat and the backing as well. And here I have an electronic stable gun. This is my best friend, and if you do this type of project a lot, you understand why it's so much better than the manual one. It's much easier on your hand, and especially if you like to keep your hands nice and soft. So here I just took off the seat, and I'm going to take off the backing as well, and I placed this piece of wood on top of my foam here, and I'm going to cut it out, and I'm going to use 2 layers of foam to make sure that I have a nice thick cushion for these bar stools. So I just double it up, and you see that I'm not very careful cutting out the foam at all because I will be pulling the leather taut, and it won't the edges of the foam will not be shown. So here I'm very careful cutting out a piece of leather that's just slightly bigger than the measurements of the wood as well as the foams, and I'm being very stingy. Like, you could cut it a little bit bigger, but I did not want to waste any leather, so I rather do some hard work pulling it taut and stapling it on all 4 corners. So you place 1 staple in each corner just to make sure that the wooden piece is well centered. And you can see here it looks a little dangerous, and the gun is very close to my finger and stuff. Like, don't do that if you're not so sure. Just cut the leather a little bigger. I just really want to make sure that I have enough for both of my chairs. And then after you finish pulling it and putting everything into position, just pull the leather piece toward the back of the wooden piece and staple everything down. Put more staple than you think you need just to keep everything nice and secure. And for the corner, and you can see here that I just take the longest piece at the corner, pull it in first, and then figure out how to fold around the corner to make it look nice and neat. And again, place as many staple as you need to secure the whole thing. And you can see here that it's folded very nice and neat, and the piece of leather actually stretch out very nicely to give you a nice and smooth surface. And here I just trim off the excess and place some more staples on top just to make sure that everything is nicely secured. And we're done with the seat. It's actually very nice. It has a nice height to it, and it's very comfortable. And here's the back piece. We're doing the same thing, but instead of doubling up on the foam, I'm going to use only 1 layer. And here you see that I place the staples around the edges of that piece. Not a good idea because it will show after putting it back. And here's how I put it back. Just line everything up the way you found it, and again, use a screwdriver to secure it. And here is the after. I am very pleased with what was done to these bar stools. They are now kind of brighten up that little area where people will come over and sit a lot longer than they did drinking and having fun with us. And here you see I actually fixed this because I used to place the staples around the edges and it would show. So basically I just cut a larger piece of leather and put all the staples toward the center so we can hide it with the frame of the bar stool. I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and I will see you next time in more home decor projects. Thank you so much for watching.